Hey everybody, welcome back to Rockfish Farm. I am in planting mode. I am ready to get all of this stuff planted. I have some really fun color here. Today we're going to plant up 3 of my antique planters. 2 are like some urn type things, and then I have this one galvanized bucket. The bottom of it rusted out. I just got my drip line ran to it. And so all I got to do is finish up the actual emitters. Let me show you what I've got. I'm hoping I have enough. I might have to run to the store. We'll play with it all and see. There's so much stuff here. So our garden center had a bunch of annual 4-packs for like $2.99. So, you know, I love my proven winners, but you know, we're going to give some of this a shot and just see what it does. So we've got some Obsession Mix Verbena here. You can kind of see that one's peachy. I don't know what else is going to come about, but it could be any of those colors there. And then we've got the Victoria Blue Salvia, and this gets about 16 to 20 inches high. I was thinking this one was the perennial, but maybe not. Okay, and then I have a mint. I want to do, I think, in the center. My other one is up there in the center of my raised beds, so we'll see. A Silver Falls dichondra, which just like spills out over the edge, and it's like these silvery blue leaves. It's so pretty, especially in fall containers. And then we've got, I was gonna put these in the ground, but man, that color is just so pretty. I don't know, I feel like the waves don't need deadheading. We will see. I love my proven winners, especially for petunias, because they just pack out the blooms with no effort except for weekly fertilizer. So we'll see what this one does. And like the proven winner one, they don't get leggy. You don't have to trim them back. Sometimes these other ones, they get kind of leggy. So we will see what happens here. This is the Profusion Double Deep Salmon Zinnia, and these actually stay, I think, smaller. Yeah, 12 to 18 inches. So that's not too tall at all, but that color is amazing. Look at all that together is so pretty. Okay, so I got 2 of those. I got 3 of those. And then I have the Nicotiana, which I don't know what variety this is. I think this was a mix too. So I just grabbed that fun color. I mean, look at that. With that peach. Oh man, it's gonna be pretty. Okay, what else? So I got 2 of these, and then I have the Proven Winner Super Bells. It's, you know, I don't love my Super Bells. I don't know, they just don't perform very well, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try them. This is the Doublet Love Swept. It's a double calibrachoa, so you can see it kind of has like a double bloom in there. Super pretty. Again, love these colors all together. And then we have one other thing here, I think. We have the Super Bells Honey, which is like a pink with a yellow center. I love to stick to my Supertunias, especially the Vistas. If you get a Supertunia Vista, that thing will perform anywhere all season long with nothing. No water, nothing. If you feel like you have a black thumb, go for these Supertunia Vistas from Proven Winners, because you can put them anywhere. I've put them up at the bed at my driveway at the road with no water. I think I watered them like twice last year in the very beginning when I first planted them, and then I didn't touch them. I barely fertilized them, no water. They bloomed their head off until the very first deep frost. I mean, they're amazing. Okay, what do we think? I kind of played around with this. So I think I'm going to do the Nicotiana in the center, and then I'm going to every other one. So I think I'll probably use 6 of these and 3 of these maybe, or maybe all 4. We'll have to see. Maybe 5 and 4. We'll see. I'm just going to do the zinnias and then the salvias, one after the other. And then this thing will just be like a hot mess planter. That's what I'm going to call it for this year. So it's going to be planted up really thick, and I just kind of want it to get like this wild look. I think it'll be so pretty back here. Hi, come here. Come on. Okay, she's not having it, so back to planting. All right, so not much color going on here. I've got my evergreens, my roses, my tree that I'm hoping comes back next year and maybe just had something go on with it this year. That's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, we'll replace that next spring. It happens. We've got a peony back here and then some carpet roses. This one is huge and this one just does not do as well. So we'll see what we end up doing with those, because I do want to make this area look nice. I'm trying to work my way back here to the edge of the garden. So I'm kind of working in this bed this year a little bit and then back over this way. So it kind of draws your eye out the garden and towards the back. One day we will have grass back there. One day. Okay, let's get this planted up and then we'll move on to the next one. Look how pretty. So I just need to bury that drip line, and actually I didn't have any tips to go in there, so I need to get that before I turn on the water here. And then when I go to the store, I'm going to grab another pack of the salvias because I'm missing a spot there, and that one was kind of small, which works, but I'm going to grab another pack and then just put the two there. And I think this turned out really great. It's going to grow really wild and cool looking and give a lot of color back here. Okay, next up, that one over there. Okay, this is the one I'm hoping to plant the mint in, so we'll see what we end up with because I need to play around with it just a little bit here. But what I did, I've got drip that I ran and I need to bury that underneath of the gravel. You're gonna have to ignore this space, okay? I'm just gonna show it to you because it's a mess. It's a work in progress. I've pulled spring stuff, have not gotten it picked up yet. And we're just kind of like getting things switched over to summer here. So this is what I'm working on today. All right, so my cocoa liner, I just do a slit in the side and then I can pull my drip tube up very easily. And then I have the emitters on the top. Let me get some soil in here and we'll see what we get in here. See, I just don't think, let me just show you. And maybe I don't have a good enough angle with everything in the way. I just don't think that this urn has enough weight visually in here right now. Maybe when I plant something big and like if it gets really full, so that's what I really like to do this year. But maybe if I do that, it will. But I think I just need something like bigger visually in here. So I'm going to plant it up this year, see what happens. We may switch it out next year and do something a little different. Okay, look how pretty this looks. Let me show you what I've ended up with. So I'm going to do the zinnias in the center. I'm going to do the 3 that I have left. So we get lots of fullness from this basket. And I did the wave petunias on either side. Since you see this basket from all 4 sides, I wanted to have it be fairly equal. So you kind of see the same thing from each side. And then on this side, I put my mint. And then on this side, I went up to the house and I grabbed the Mexican tarragon. I love to make a tarragon vinegar with this. And then it's great on like chicken. I use a lot of herbs on chicken and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to do in this basket. And hopefully it'll grow nice and wild and full and lush. And we'll keep it fertilized there. And it'll be a little bit more weight on here. Man, I really need to clean this garden up so it looks a little better. It's on the list for this week. Let's get this planted. man, that turned out perfect. It is perfect. I am gonna get this fertilized since I don't have any biotone. I usually put them in there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fertilize this today. This will go on the weekly fertilizing schedule, but man, that looks so good. All right, so this is my third pot. We're right here by my front door off my porch. I cut a chunk out of the cocoa liner to make it fit. And then the only thing I put in here was this doublet Love Swept Calibrachoa. This gets 6 to 10 inches high and will spread out, let's see, 12 inches or so. So I figured because this one is so small, I'll just do this one, and these things can be kind of finicky. So this will allow me to more easily watch this one plant, because sometimes this needs different watering, you know, than the other items. So I'm gonna plant it by itself, and I thought it would look really pretty here to just kind of have that pop of color right here at our porch. Thank you all so much for spending the afternoon here with me on the farm, getting some planting done. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.